But I'ma tell you like this, when I saw that, I think T.I fucking lying.
Tell me. It been 20 years, bro. It been 20 years. I figure if I wasn't built like that, it'll show by now. It been 20 years, bro. I done faced every challenge motherfucker that like to throw at me, man. You ain't seen me fold, you ain't seen me break down.
King Harris is back making noise again. This time it ain't about no Waffle House scraps or skipping out on court dates. His own baby mama just set the internet on fire after allegedly leaking what fans are calling a gay tape of King. And before folks could even catch their breath, Boosie jumped in clowning T.I for the way he raised his son. Now, whether that tape is real or fake doesn't even matter, because the internet been waiting for this moment. Rumors about King's sexuality been floating around forever. People saying he looked a little fruity, others swearing the baby was just a front to hide the truth. This leak is only pouring gasoline on all of it, and that's not even the worst part. Fans are dragging up every messy rumor they can find. Whispers that King might not even be the real father of his son. Claims that his baby mama only had the baby to secure the bag. People accusing him of playing pretend with a gangster image he never really lived.
Yes, yo, that's my baby. That's my baby. Get it?
Boosie stepping into the mix made things 10 times bigger. Instead of going at King directly, he aimed his shade at T.I, making sure everybody knew this wasn't just gossip anymore. This is family versus family drama in the spotlight. The internet loves a feud, and this one's got layers. So here we go. We're diving into the wild paternity rumors, the baby cover-up theory, King's so-called fake gangster persona, his messy public meltdowns, and most of all, how Boosie flipped the whole thing into a way to publicly embarrass T.I in front of the world. And remember, before this tape even touched the blogs, King was already drowning in questions about whether he's truly the father of his own child.
I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
From the second King's baby, Mama announced that pregnancy, people were already side-eyeing the whole situation. The first thing everyone pointed out, she's older than him. And that alone had the internet dragging her. Girl, you knew exactly what you were doing. The clip of King, his baby mama, and their newborn only threw more fuel on the fire, with fans dissecting every second like detectives.
But what I'm saying is, they wasn't.
You can talk like that outside.
Hey, I can talk how the fuck I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, Shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. This ain't your fucking restaurant. This ain't your fucking restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name?
What's your name?
My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit.
Come back.
What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on.
Then the money talk took over. Folks swore she only got pregnant to secure the Harris bag. They said she saw the name, the fame, the money, and decided to cash in with a baby. Whether it was facts or just messy speculation didn't even matter, because the comment section was eating it up and multiplying by the day. And when that baby was born, instead of shutting rumors down, things got louder. People posted side-by-side pictures saying, "He doesn't even look like King." Others claimed King was just rushing to stunt, like he had stepped into grown man status overnight. That's when King hit the internet hard. He started calling the baby his twin, telling everybody he looks just like him. He doubled down, dropping photos and captions, daring anyone to deny it. "Y'all can't tell me this ain't mine," he wrote, standing his ground while the internet kept debating the truth.
I mean, of course I spoke with my son. You know, me and his uncles. You know, we were perplexed by his necessity to go back and forth with a short order cook. I didn't understand why he felt he needed to stop what he was doing to engage someone who was at such another level of life. Now, I had to explain to him that, you know, when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you is walking in with so much freedom and luxury, and you know, people gonna posture themselves a certain way. So therefore, you're gonna have to enjoy your life. You're gonna have to remove yourself from that energy and go enjoy your life.
But here's the twist. The more King tried to prove the baby was his, the less people believed him. And it wasn't just about the baby. For years, the internet's been whispering about King's sexuality. So when this pregnancy popped off, fans instantly thought, oh, he's just trying to prove something. Now with this so-called tape floating around, those same folks are digging up old receipts and saying, see, this was the plan the whole time. Use a baby to shut down the rumors. And that's exactly when the conversation started shifting. Because while people were dragging him for the baby drama, others reminded everyone that this ain't even the first time King's been accused of putting on a show. Fans been saying for years that King's been cosplaying a gangster lifestyle. He talks tough, dives into beefs, acts like he's fresh out the trenches, but then people remember, this is T.I and Tiny's son. He grew up with money, privilege, and most of his days were spent safe at his grandma's house. Nothing wrong with that, but it don't scream, I grew up in the struggle.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any of my questions or make any statements. So my question to you is, I found just a non-felony in that ashtray in the back, as well as in that basketball sleeve. So I'm gonna go over here and talk to these guys, and someone has to get charged with it. It's not feud.
I'm not talking.
You're not gonna talk to me? I gotcha. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't.
Do you need anything to go with you?
My phone.
Your phone? Where's your phone at?
Your car.
We're in the car.
Search me.
I'm not looking for phones, I'm looking for drugs and guns. What kind of phone is it?
What color is your phone?
It's a PlayStation.
King himself even admitted he used to stay with his grandma, and once that clip resurfaced, people doubled down even harder. So every time King hops online yelling about being from the hood, the comment section drags him with replies like, "Be serious." They swear he's been forcing this street image to mask the fact that deep down, he doesn't really fit that role. Now it looks like King's fighting two battles at once, trying to prove he's a real father and trying to prove he's a real gangster. But instead of coming across strong, it's making him look shaky in both lanes. It just made the spiral look even worse. And trust me, it only got louder once those Waffle House clips hit the internet. A video went viral showing King going off on employees at the restaurant. He was loud, threatening, and acting wild over fast food. People couldn't believe this was the son of T.I and Tiny out here losing it in public like that. Here's King wilding out at Waffle House. And the craziest part? His own dad jumped online the very next day and basically said he didn't understand why his son felt the need to argue with a short order cook. T.I admitted he and King's uncles tried to sit him down, reminding him that he lives a life most people can only dream about. So why waste time going back and forth with folks just working their jobs? But that wasn't the end. It was just the beginning. King kept popping up for all the wrong reasons, and the biggest blow came when his arrest footage leaked. The video showed exactly what went down in 2024 when King got pulled over in Georgia. Police said he nearly hit a squad car while leaving a gas station. Then they smelled weed pouring out of his BMW, and to make it worse, he had a gun on his hip. When they ran his name, it got even messier. He had a warrant sitting from way back in 2022. That old case was tied to speeding, driving on a suspended license, and even a DUI. He was supposed to show up in court, but never did, so the warrant was still waiting for him. The footage shows officers yanking him out, cuffing him, and hauling him straight to county jail. And while King actually stayed calm in that moment, the internet wasn't impressed one bit. To them, it was just more proof that his life was spinning out of control. And in case you missed it, yes, the full video is online, even showing King Harris being read his rights as the chaos played out. By this point, fans weren't just calling King reckless, they were saying his whole public meltdown, from the Waffle House chaos to the skipped court dates to the arrest footage, looked like a distraction. Like he was scrambling to cover up deeper rumors he just couldn't escape. And then, boom, as soon as this alleged tape started circulating, guess who popped up running his mouth? Boosie. Instead of minding his own business, he allegedly started throwing slick shade at T.I, making comments about how his son ended up in this mess. The internet instantly caught it. This wasn't about King at all. This was a shot straight at T.I. That's what makes it so wild. Boosie ain't just some random voice on the sideline. He's got a history when it comes to talking reckless about sexuality. This the same man who had to publicly apologize to his own daughter, Evelina, after making homophobic comments about her being gay. He tried to walk it back on Instagram, saying he was sorry, but everybody knew he meant what he said the first time. So when folks saw him inserting himself into King's drama, the reaction was instant.
I gotta say something about this, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have it figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything, at 16 and fall in love with her. But his be gone. How you gonna... Like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his off, bro.
Isn't this the pot calling the kettle black? People were quick to remind him he's got his own family situation, his own messy comments to deal with, and yet here he is, clowning somebody else's kid in front of the world. But here's the kicker. Boosie ain't exactly in the clear himself. Not too long ago, he had to take a plea deal on those gun charges, and if anything goes sideways, he could still end up back behind bars. So the fact that he's out here trolling T.I while juggling his own legal problems tells you everything. This isn't just jokes, it's personal. And if you've been paying attention, you already know T.I and Boosie's relationship has been shaky for years. This is just the latest chapter in a long feud. To really get why Boosie slid into the mix, we gotta rewind the timeline of their beef. And trust me, once you see the receipts, it explains everything. It all started when Boosie went viral for his comments about Dwayne Wade's daughter after she came out as transgender. And here's the clip that lit the first match on this whole firestorm. Boosie, uncensored and unapologetic. By this point, fans weren't just calling King reckless, they were saying his whole public meltdown, from the Waffle House chaos to the skipped court dates to the arrest footage, looked like a distraction, like he was scrambling to cover up deeper rumors he just couldn't escape. And then, boom! As soon as this alleged tape started circulating, guess who popped up running his mouth? Boosie! Instead of minding his own business, he allegedly started throwing slick shade at T.I, making comments about how his son ended up in this mess. The internet instantly caught it. This wasn't about King at all. This was a shot straight at T.I. That's what makes it so wild. Boosie ain't just some random voice on the sideline. He's got a history when it comes to talking reckless about sexuality. This the same man who had to publicly apologize to his own daughter, Evelina, after making homophobic comments about her being gay. He tried to walk it back on Instagram, saying he was sorry, but everybody knew he meant what he said the first time. So when folks saw him inserting himself into King's drama, the reaction was instant. Isn't this the pot calling the kettle black? People were quick to remind him he's got his own family situation, his own messy comments to deal with, and yet here he is, clowning somebody else's kid in front of the world. But here's the kicker. Boosie ain't exactly in the clear himself. Not too long ago, he had to take a plea deal on those gun charges, and if anything goes sideways, he could still end up back behind bars. So the fact that he's out here trolling T.I while juggling his own legal problems tells you everything. This isn't just jokes, it's personal. And if you've been paying attention, you already know T.I and Boosie's relationship has been shaky for years. This is just the latest chapter in a long feud. To really get why Boosie slid into the mix, we gotta rewind the timeline of their beef. And trust me, once you see the receipts, it explains everything. It all started when Boosie went viral for his comments about Dwyane Wade's daughter after she came out as transgender, and here's the clip that lit the first match on this whole firestorm. Boosie, uncensored and unapologetic. They weren't just trading bars about music anymore. T.I and Boosie were throwing shots about family, street cred, even snitching accusations. By that point, it was clear. This wasn't just rap beef, this was personal. For a minute, it seemed like things cooled off. Both went online claiming they were moving on, saying there was no real problem. But by 2023, the feud flared up all over again. Boosie accused T.I of not standing up for him during his legal mess, and T.I fired back, making it clear he was done babysitting and wasn't about to defend somebody who constantly disrespects him. Fast forward to right now, and it all adds up. Boosie jumping into King's drama wasn't random at all. This wasn't just him being messy for clout. This was a calculated jab right at T.I, aiming where it hurt the most. And once that alleged tape started circulating, Boosie's shade gave the internet the green light to go in on King, and some of the comments were ruthless. One person said, "He was always weird-looking to me. Too bad he took after Tiny and not T.I." That one stung, because people have been dragging King's looks since childhood, constantly comparing him to his parents. Then another comment went viral for being even harsher. Somebody posted, "He looks like that clown always trying to kill Bart Simpson. Sideshow Bob." The internet ate it up, running side-by-side photos everywhere. But the comment that truly set everything spiraling was this one: "King about to be queen." That line cut deeper than all the others because it didn't just clown his looks. It dragged the conversation straight back to the long-running speculation about his sexuality. And that's what makes this whole scandal bigger than just a leaked tape. These comments prove people never stopped questioning who King really is, and with Boosie out here stirring the pot, the mess only got louder. The conversation twisted into something way deeper than just internet gossip. The bad blood between T.I and Boosie never truly died, and now King Harris is stuck right in the middle of their crossfire. What started as messy rumors has turned into a full-blown feud with family, pride, and reputations on the line. So make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to Drama Drop for more.